Yeah, it's right here. All the DNA's right here, dude. You said you can't read and write. Jimmy, can you read and write?
Not good.
Okay. I understand now. Okay.
Homicide in Pensacola leaves investigators hunting for a killer and searching for clues.
Then they came here and they saw a male and a female lying here, both with gunshot wounds.
This is Jeremy Jenkins. He is being questioned in the death of Denisha Lewis and Corleis Robinson back in 2010. Try not to laugh.
All right, Jeremy. My understanding is the officers, after reading these reports, you asked to speak to me again. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you want to talk to me now about the case. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. What you got to say?
First question, if y'all know who did it, why the fuck y'all keep guessing me?
Well, the question is, we don't know who did it. Okay.
Evidently y'all do. Y'all got one person in jail.
Mm-hmm. The question is, who was with you? That's the only question we have, Jeremy. And did they pull the trigger?
I want to know. If I tell y'all what y'all want to know, can I go home?
No. And the reason why I say that is because we already have arrest warrants for you. Okay. But I will tell you this, that if you tell me what really happened, it's the only thing that can help you.
I don't need the help. The person that did it need the help.
Well, who is it?
I don't need it.
All right, I'm going to show you some pictures, okay? And tell me if you recognize anybody.
I think two.
Okay, two did what?
I think he had the phone.
Okay, can you circle that for me? Yeah, circle the whole picture.
Write your name across it, please.
Write your name across it?
Can you write your name across it, please? And then we want you to put the date.
Jimmy, can you read and write?
Not good.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand now.
Okay.
Right. Just sign the name right here. We'll
You're okay.
The rest
You're
of the
okay.
part. Okay. How did your DNA get on the victim's clothes?
It shouldn't have been on the victim code, period.
Why?
Because I wasn't nowhere in the facility at the time.
Okay. Who did the shooting?
Who did the shooting?
Yeah.
I would have to.
You think about that one for a minute, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the problem. You're digging yourself a hole, okay? All right? You're there. We never said, other people have said you did it. We've asked who did the shooting the whole time we've been in here. We know you were there. We can put you at the scene, the whole 9 yards. You're being charged with 2 counts of murder, but who did the shooting? Because that person needs to go down with you. Bottom line. That person needs to stand more punishment than you do. And that person needs to be accountable for what he did. He or she, whoever it is.
To give you more context, they are accusing him that he shot the 2 victims and then he ran away. They know this because this genius, when he shot Corleis Robinson, he picked up his phone, he made a phone call to be picked up. He literally called from a dead man's phone to get away. Also, after this video, I have another interrogation coming of a man who stabbed his pregnant girlfriend. So watch all of this and wait for that one. You don't want to miss it.
Okay, you saying I was there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what's you call it of me being there?
The evidence?
No, what's the time sheet of me being there? How much time I get for being there?
Don't know. That's up to
a judge.
Yeah, we don't know.
Is that why you determine whether or not you want to be there? Depending on the time?
No, I want to know how much time I get. Because goddamn, if I'm going to prison for nothing, I want to know.
Let's put it this way. You can go to prison for just being there and take to the clothes and run.
Okay.
And the person that shot can stay free. Or he can go to prison for a lot longer.
I'm trying to figure out how much time they talking about giving me for being there.
And that's
what I'm trying to find out.
We don't know. What is the...
How y'all know when y'all keep telling me I'm going to prison for a long time?
Well, the maximum is what?
The maximum.
Now let me say this. Let me do the qualifiers, okay? if you go to court and if you are found guilty, the maximum that you're being charged with, if you're found guilty on this charge, is what?
A life sentence. Yeah, you mean?
No, it's the other alternative as well.
Well, tell me.
You could face the death penalty.
I ain't worried about the fucking death penalty.
Okay,
I'm
That's
talking
the
about
maximum.
That's if you get found guilty of this charge. If you get found guilty of a lesser charge, it's lesser time.
lesser time.
Okay?
You start doing years in jail.
Okay? If we talk about what happened,
First of all, I already know that goddamn I'm gonna get automatically just for being in this room right here. I got 5 years.
For the violation.
okay,
So really, I mean, it's like a who gives a fuck situation right now.
Well, you should not.
But at the same time, now if I go to court, it's in the not so much a who gives a fuck. It's in the who the fuck going down with you for what they did.
that's right.
Exactly right.
That's right. Who? Let me ask you this.
Because
If
the
you're
street
sitting there-
street talk, so everybody know who the fuck did it. The street really
But you
talk.
know for a fact who did it.
You saw it.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know for a
so
fact.
really, I mean,
But see, you know for a fact who did it.
I'm not going to jail for nothing.
Okay. Well, help us and let's.
I already know I'm finna get 5. Well, actually, what?
Okay.
Yeah. I had 2 years on probation, so that's why I get 2 years.
Okay. Well,
on
who was
papers.
there with you then?
That's 2 years automatic.
Who was there with you?
So I'm trying to figure out how much more we get tacked on with these fuck ass 2 years. You the head man. You ought to know. He just a
I
worker.
just told you what it is. We don't know. This is a max and there's a minimum. That's all I can tell you. I don't impose it.
If I can't work a deal, what I'm talking to y'all
I
for?
don't work a deal with me. I don't work deals. That's between the state
I need to talk
attorney.
to whoever the fuck I can work a deal with then.
Let me tell you what's going to end up happening on that end, okay?
Cause he ain't finna try to fuck me over in the house.
Well, I can tell you right now, no deal will be worked if we don't leave out of here with any information whatsoever.
That's
Shit, I gave you plenty of information already.
all you did is deny.
Gave you too much information.
You denied. You didn't give us anything.
Cause if I was to go back on the street, nigga be a dead motherfucker.
Explain this to me. Listen, Jeremy, explain this to me. Who drove you over there? You
gotta
and somebody
give
else
us
got
leverage.
out of the car.
Huh?
You got to give us some leverage.
How the hell I'm gonna give y'all some leverage? Y'all ain't giving me none.
We're giving you an opportunity to not take this by yourself.
Shit, that ain't no goddamn leverage. I need an opportunity to see my motherfucking baby.
If it,
That's the leverage I need.
You're saying you're wanting to deal. We don't deal. We don't deal. That's not our job. Okay. However, in order to deal, you got to have something to deal with. We have to produce something.
The deal. No, there
Shit,
would be
he
no.
claim he know everything.
Yeah. Well, there'll be
He
no.
got all the evidence.
Hey, listen.
You claiming you know exactly what happened. So evidently
There
y'all
won't be
done.
any deals made until all the cards are on the table.
Oh shit, I need some cards.
You need to start giving them.
And the card come in when y'all start talking about a motherfucker, what kind of time we talking about right here.
Well, I mean,
And I ain't talking about the time that the judge can give you or what kind
No,
of time.
the only thing
life, death penalty care, and all that fuck shit. I'm not talking about that. I'm
Okay.
talking about goddamn time. What the fuck?
You
What
have
the fuck?
to. You have to give us the information first, and then we'll tell the state attorney's office what you did, and then they will personally talk to you. That's the way it works.
That really ain't making no sense.
You got to talk to us first. That's the way the law is. That's the way it's written. That's the way it's intended.
Cause I done talked to y'all, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The only thing you.
times, probably 6 or 7 times already. And I seen you twice. You got slick my mama. I remember you.
Mm-hmm.
But I seen you. You was always the cool, calm, and collected person.
Yeah, and I am right now. I just
So
want to know who shot him.
Really, I mean,
Who shot him? Who
Who
shot the
shot him?
people over there on Pearson Road,
you
too?
got them on that paper. Whoever did it.
Who did the girls? Who did the two females? Who
The
shot
who?
them? The two girls.
What 2 girls?
The girl that got killed in Myrtle Grove. Who did that?
Where the fuck is Motor Grove at?
Avondale.
I have no idea.
Okay.
okay. Why
Where
did
is
you
that
say?
at?
Why did you say the guy that you picked out killed him?
Kill who? The girl?
I'm sorry. Why did you say that the guy you picked out shot the people that roll close?
I ain't say he shot nobody.
You said that we have them right there, and you
I
pointed
said the same dude on this paper. If
Did
y'all
what?
already got all the people, why the hell
What did this dude
do
say?
y'all want me to what's it called? Why y'all?
Because you're the only person in
My
custody. Hey,
statement.
Jeremy, you're the only one in custody on this.
Okay, so evidently y'all ain't got who y'all need to get.
Nope, and we don't have any evidence to do it, and we're not going to pursue it unless you tell us.
So why y'all want me to help y'all when the fuck y'all ain't helping me?
Well, it's up to you, man. You want somebody to be in the courtroom with you? Go
I
ahead.
don't need nobody to court with me when I ain't do shit.
Well,
But I'm saying, why do y'all want me to help y'all when y'all ain't trying to do shit for me?
I can't do anything for you yet. You got to tell me
How
something
the fuck?
first.
This the motherfucker that gave me the phone?
Well, what did he do? Did he shoot him?
I don't know what the fuck he did. I just know he gave me that phone that night.
Okay. While you were standing outside in the parking lot at Jean's Lounge.
While I was inside Jean's Lounge.
Why is your DNA?
And walked outside.
Why is your DNA on their clothes?
Show it to me.
I just showed it to you. It's right there,
Show me
dude.
nothing.
Here's the official report right
So
there.
let me see that.
You can't see that, but you can see
Hold
this.
on. Okay, well, put both of them together. Let me see both of them.
You can't look at that. You're not allowed. I can tell you your brother's DNA's not
So
there.
evidently somebody gotta be lying or something.
No, this is a lab report. Your brother's DNA's not there.
Somebody gotta be lying. I ain't seen none of this shit on the paper.
Yeah, it's right here. All the DNA's right here, dude. You said you can't read and write. Look, it's all right here. See all these statistics and the DNA and all that? It's all right there. You see that?
Why the papers don't look alike?
They do look alike. There's several different pages. This is the first page. This is the second page. This is the third page. And they're exactly the same.
This is a lab report. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, well, why I can't get a lab report in this motherfucker?
Because it's part of the state's evidence and you're not entitled to it.
Shit, I should be able to see that shit.
Look, let me show you something. You see that right there? What does that say right there?
It's the African American black.
Okay, that's part of the DNA. You see all this up here? See here? Look here. Look here. Same thing. Right here.
And you ain't got it marked on there.
1 in 2.9 quadrillion. 1 in 2.9 quadrillion African American blacks. There it is. Same thing. Same thing.
Don't look like it to me.
Well, I mean, I sit there and showed you. So, but there it is. Your DNA is on the clothes.
We're down to the point.
That puts you at the point. That puts you in possession of the clothes that were dumped in the woods. There you go. And here it boils down to you. Do you want to take this by yourself and do all of it by yourself, or do you want to talk about what happened?
Well, where that is?
Here's where we're at.
Where? Contributor?
Right there.
Possible contributor?
And that way right there.
Obtained from the outside of shirt.
Ain't that included or something?
Yeah. It says Jeremy Jenkins is included as a possible contributor to the mixed DNA profile obtained from the outside of shirt.
Possible.
There's always an impossibility, okay? That's why they use possible. You know what the impossibility is?
I mean, it ain't guaranteed that I am. I mean,
Yeah.
it could be, though.
The chances of it not being you is 1 in 2.9 quadrillion. Do you know what a quadrillion is?
I just know it's a lot.
That's like 10,000 billion, okay? That's a lot. That's the chances of it you not being you. But the reason why we're here now is it's you. We can establish that fact. We also know that you're using dead man's phone.
You can try to establish that
from him. We've established that fact. The thing about it is who else wants to go down with you? Who else are you going to take down with you?
I can tell you right now, number 2 sitting somewhere because I know where he's at.
He's going to go free.
And I'm going to tell you right now what he told me. I wasn't in town. I've been gone for 6 months with living with his sister. And if you know where his sister lives, then you know where he said he was at. He's lying. I wasn't nowhere around.
That what he said?
Mm-hmm.
He said he lying?
He said you were lying.
Oh, he said I'm lying.
He said, I wasn't around. I've been here. And I'll tell you the state.
Okay,
the
but
state is Kentucky.
He said he wasn't here.
That's what he said. He was in Kentucky for 6 months. I haven't been there.
How when they seen him?
He said I wasn't
How
there.
when they seen him a couple months ago?
Do what?
How when they seen him a couple months ago?
I didn't understand what you said.
How when they seen him a couple months ago?
I don't know.
I'm just telling you what he told me.
He been gone for how long?
You know that little recorder?
Something don't sound right.
You know that little recorder? He gave a sworn statement over the phone in front of I'll tell you, Louisville, Kentucky, in front of a Louisville police officer, and said, I was not there. He is lying. I didn't give him no phone. I was nowhere around. I swear before God, I'm telling the truth. There you go.
What that mean?
Yeah, he's going to walk.
He's got an alibi witnesses that says he wasn't around.
His sister and his mama.
But we have one person that knows that's a lie.
Where he at?
Sitting right in front of me. I know that's a lie. But
I know
you're
I
sitting right
seen
in front of
I
me.
know I seen him a couple months ago.
Well, a
so
couple months ago, ain't gonna do no
evidently,
good.
shit, there was a time
Where were y'all at when you saw him?
he was in motherfucking what you call him? He was in what the fuck? He rolled through goddamn Aries. So I know he lying.
Well,
But at the same time, I ain't gonna dispute his statement. However he say he was at, that's where he was at.
we can't dispute it either. Only because let's look at this way.
Well, Jeremy, listen, this is the deal, okay? Here's the deal. This is the way the story is going to be written. He was not there at Royal Crest Apartments. You single-handedly did this all by yourself. You tell us that he gave you a phone. That's a lie. He says he's in Kentucky. He's got witnesses that show that he's in Kentucky.
So therefore
you killed them by yourself.
And
You
took the
stole
phone
their
and
clothes,
used it.
and you used the phone to call for a ride. You're the only one that needs to be arrested. You're the only one that's been charged, and our job has been fulfilled.
I got a good memory though.
Well, you better tell somebody else because,
Guess what? I ain't better tell nothing.
yeah,
I know you lying.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, you lying. Because when you first came to me, you told me that there was a security guard out there.
There is a security guard.
security guard.
And you said that night the security guard seen two people flee the
Yep.
scene.
Mm-hmm.
And it told me.
Mm-hmm.
So what the hell? Where you get all by yourself?
Well, it doesn't matter.
We don't know who the second person
So
is.
that's for you willing to lie.
Well,
right?
we don't know who the second person is.
Hold on. Therefore you willing to lie, right?
I'm going to tell the jury that I don't know who the second person is. You wouldn't tell me.
I said therefore you willing to lie, right?
Mm-mm.
What lies he told?
What lie have I told?
What
Why
lies?
y'all lock Kadarius up? I mean, my cousin up. Why y'all lock
Who?
him up?
Kadaro Smith?
Huh?
Kadaro Smith?
Who?
My cousin. Why y'all locked him up?
Who is that?
The one that had the phone after all that.
Because he admitted to having a dead man's phone. He said that you gave it to him and told him it was a dead man's phone.
Told me you killed him.
And said you shot him. So he got locked up for destroying evidence because he tore the phone up and threw it away.
You can't tell my cousin this.
I don't know. He's probably going to get a deal.
And took us to the phone and got the phone and crawled in the garbage and got the phone out of the garbage for us.
At his mama house.
Yep. So told everybody it was a dead man's phone, and he got it from you. 5 different girls that he called said that.
You're the only one that's told us ever whether was even involved.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same guy. You know something funny? You want to hear something really funny?
Is that the dude that you showed me in
Hey.
front of the house?
Hey, you know I showed you those pictures?
Is that the one you showed me in front of the house?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you know something funny? You remember I showed you that girl and that guy, and you said you didn't know those people?
Mm-hmm.
Guess who did?
Who?
He'd been at that house before.
Ain't that his baby mama?
I don't know. That's my
his
question.
brother?
I don't know what the relationship is because the boy says he's in Kentucky. You tell me what you know. But that's some shit right there.
I
He
know
got
it.
you in jail.
I know what the street told me now.
He got you in jail for some shit that he did, and he gonna get away with it. That's all I know. And you're gonna do his time for his crime. And you're gonna let him get away with it.
Shit.
I ain't worried about locking him up.
I wish I had cousin. I wish I had my cousin number.
What cousin?
What cousin? What cousin?
My cousin.
What? Who? Hell, you said you have 5,000 cousins and cousins and aunts and uncles and all. Who is it?
Who's your cousin?
We'll call them for you. You use my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want Tammy's number?
Because she the only person that got down know what the fuck out of that. And she with that fuck shit.
Well, you'll have to get with her later. Because your DNA.
Yeah, if I find her, that's the problem. I don't know the fuck her ass up.
Good. Because she don't want to be around this.
Yeah, because she on probation. Because she ain't trying to get caught up.
Do what?
She ain't trying to get caught up with the police.
Well, giving a statement to the police is not going to get her arrested.
Yes, the fuck it is. Any activity with the police. You ain't supposed to talk to them, period.
That's fine.
That's what they tell you.
Yeah,
so evidently it is funny.
No, it's sad.
Nah, what's sad is that y'all make the rules.
No, we don't make the rules. We enforce the law.
Yeah.
No, y'all make the rules.
Okay, what
the law? We ain't worried about the law.
What rules do we make?
You can't talk to the damn police, or your ass going to prison for whatever time you're on probation for. And,
well, you're on probation.
Okay, and I'm going to prison.
Well, not for probation violation.
Yeah, I'm going to prison for probation violation. Whatever y'all try to tack on me.
We're not trying to tack anything on you. We're just telling you. It is, here we got a scientific situation that says your DNA is on our victim's clothes where it should not be. And so, therefore, and 2 people were seen running. Therefore, you were one of them.
What you need to tell you? Who was with you?
Maybe. Oh, I see now. Okay. I see it now. So basically saying,
I'm telling you this.
Who my partner was? That was you trying to say.
Yes. Yeah. Who was with you?
Who was with you?
Nobody.
Okay.
Who shot?
I don't know.
Then you did. So see how simple this is? This is simple.
That was you trying to tell you. Trying to say I had a partner in this crime that someone else committed that you know who it was, but really you say, okay, well, we got my cousin. Then you got this dude right here, which everybody keeps saying that he goddamn did it.
You know what? Hey, Jeremy, I'm losing my patience, okay?
That's personal, though.
Listen, I know how to do my job, okay?
Okay, well, y'all.
And I ain't worried about.
Yeah.
Hey,
can you do me a favor?
What?
Go get dude.
Who's dude?
The one that came in here earlier. And asked me was I ready to go downstairs. What? Yeah, I'm ready.
Listen.
You ready what?
To go downstairs.
Let me say one more thing to you, okay? Let me say one more thing to you. Listen.
I thought about it and really, fuck a jit. I don't care about no child.
Yeah, because you're not going to see your kid no more. You're done.
Yeah, so fuck that shit. Go and get buddy. And I don't want to hear shit else. I appreciate y'all for coming in here.
I appreciate you.
I was really thinking about, what y'all was saying and stuff. And it was kind of making some sense. But
so when
y'all came right back with the fuckery.
So what I need to do...
Hold on. What fuckery did we come back with?
The fuckery y'all came back with.
With what? Tell me what.
Talking about all this crazy shit. So
like what? Like what?
I just want to talk to my lawyer for a minute.
Okay, but I got a question to ask you. What kind of fuckery? Because this is interesting. What kind of fuckery did we come in? If we didn't, we repeated everything we told you to start with.
No.
Yes.
Actually, y'all kind of tacked some shit on, but
like what?
At the same time,
like
can I talk to my lawyer?
Yeah, but like what? I'm interested to know right now. This
I was thinking about getting another statement.
Until y'all
what trickery or fucking did we do? That's interesting. I just want to know.
A lot of.
Okay, tell me one.
First you saying, your partner. We just want to know who the other guy was.
We never disputed that. We always look. Let me ask you this: when we ask you who shot, what does that imply to you?
You told me one of y'all. I can't remember exactly which one of y'all it was, but I'm pretty sure it was you.
Okay.
You said that we just want to know who your partner was, who you was with.
Okay.
Hold on. So therefore, you include me in the crime. You telling me that I was there. You gonna make me be there.
We never.
Regardless, I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
But
all right, look,
the other dude,
look. Let me
gonna be there too.
Let me explain something to you. You're playing word games.
I ain't playing shit. That's what the fuck y'all said.
From the start, we told you that your DNA was on the clothes belonging to
y'all
the dead.
Just telling me this shit, man.
Now, Jeremy,
y'all just started telling me this shit, man.
You know it.
Y'all ain't tell me all this shit when y'all first came.
No, we didn't. We
And
told you later on.
y'all tell me this shit now. The second time y'all come in the room, you saying your DNA was on the clothes and this, that, and the other.
We told you that the first time we was
I
here.
sure hell don't remember it.
Because you wasn't listening.
Might be a
You
fact.
damn sure wasn't listening because we told you DNA's on the clothes because how many times did this man ask you who shot? Does that say, did you shot? No, that says who shot. What does that imply? What does a normal person
Y'all
imply?
excluded me in the crime. Y'all making me be there.
You ain't made shit. Goddamn science made you shit. Science put
shit.
you there.
Fuck a science. Y'all making me be there.
No.
You're there all on your own.
Okay, well, still here. Can I?
Yeah, you can have
it.
You have anything you want to.
I just want dude to come up here and take me downstairs,
Okay,
man. That's all.
I would just want to
Ain't no
make
big
sure.
problem.
I want to make sure because it was kind of funny how you want to turn it around. Poor pitiful you when you're caught.
Yeah. Well, the problem is
what? I don't
the problem
ain't
is,
no
buddy,
poor pitiful.
buddy, the problem is we've read too much into this. It is only one person that did all of it.
Okay,
That's
that's fine.
right. Y'all gonna do y'all
Because
thing.
Everett was in Kentucky.
I know that, right? Go do y'all thing.
He can't give you a phone in Kentucky.
Congratulations, y'all got y'all all the crime. Go get Jules, man. Try to get upstairs, man.
Have a nice day.
Y'all talking crazy.
Hey, do me a favor. Tell your lawyer what happened. Okay.
I am. Everything.
Okay. Tell the truth.
I am. Everything.
All right.
I appreciate y'all.
Tell you
Bye.
the truth. So
Bye. There's nothing else left to say. Try to tell me this fuck nigga ain't do it. Don't worry about it. You believe his ass going all in. Believe that shit. Try to throw a nigga in a crime. You got two people. Two motherfucking people. One had the phone, and next thing you know, the other one get the phone. That shit ain't no coincidence. Y'all motherfucker can't think.
Right, so that's the end of Jeremy's interview. Yes, I know he was a little bit hard to understand, but it's pretty clear that he was guilty. Now, his motivations were relatively hard to figure out, but it seems he was trying to rob the two victims. It got out of hand, he shot them, and then he ran away. Either way, Jeremy was sentenced to life in prison. This guy was born in 1985. He's only a few years older than me. What the fuck? Now we move on to the case of Philip Arnold. Keep watching, and then I'll tell you exactly what this man did.
Yeah, he's sitting there. Show it to Tom over there, and yeah, he'll show you what this up. Mr. Arnold, is that right? Mm-hmm. Philip Arnold. Do you have a middle name? No, I do not. Okay, I have. Let me just confirm some of this information we have right here. Mm-hmm. I have you as date of birth of 3/14 of 1945. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Obviously, you came in here in handcuffs, so we have to read you your rights. Today's date 7/6/2010. Time right now is 12:40 a.m. We're at the Escambia County Sheriff's Office. I'm going to read these rights here. You have the right to remain silent. Mm-hmm. Anything you say can be used as evidence against you in court. You have the right to have a lawyer present while being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer will be appointed for you without cost before questioning. If you wish to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering questions at any time. You understand the rights I just read to you? Mm-hmm. This is the sheet, and these are the statements I just read to you. Can I get you to initial right there? And right here it says that I read this statement to you, and I didn't say, I didn't threaten you or coerce you or anything like that. I just want to ask you some questions. If you're willing, maybe you'll answer them for me. Okay? I can get you initial there and sign at the bottom. Initial. Just initial by each one of these rights that you understand it. And I read it to you. All right, Mr. Arnold, we have some questions for you. Obviously, you know why we're here. What went wrong? I don't know. Did you intend for this to happen? What happened? Tell me what happened.
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it?
Not right now.
Not right now? Okay. And certainly that's your right. I do want to tell you that Angela has passed. Mm-hmm. The baby at this time is alive. Mm-hmm. Okay, which is good news. Mm-hmm. you're going to be charged with murder.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't have a bond tonight, but I mean, you'll see a judge tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
They'll determine that. And totally up to you if you want to, tell us, what happened, what went wrong.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Certainly you're right. Let's conclude the statement from Mr. Arnold. The time right now is 12:43 p.m.
Now, when I said earlier, it's an interrogation you don't want to miss. Okay, yes, I know, I kind of oversold it. But you needed to know about what this man did. The crime was so heinous that even the police at the time were like, you know what? Take your time, brother, because we know what you did. So let me read out to you from the newspapers what he did. Then I'll tell you what he was charged with. So, a man will be charged with 2 counts of murder after stabbing death of a pregnant woman and her unborn child. This took place in Florida. So Philip Arnold, who was 65, was booked into jail, as you just saw in the interview, right? According to the interview, Arnold will be charged with 2 counts of murder due to the unborn child not surviving. The victim was identified as Angela Brown. A motive for the murder has not been established. Witnesses said that Brown and Arnold lived at the same address but rented different rooms in the complex. Now, deputies were dispatched to the stabbing at a mobile home around 8:30 p.m. and when they arrived, witnesses told deputies that Arnold fled into a wooded area. The woman was reportedly stabbed very near the heart. Now, the first deputy on scene discovered a pregnant female lying on the floor in the home. Angela Brown was transported to the hospital where the victim and her unborn child were pronounced dead. Witnesses at the scene reported observing a black male, known to them as Arnold, running from the scene moments before they discovered the victim. Canine officers attempting to track Arnold discovered a knife that was believed to be the murder weapon. As deputies were surrounding the area to search for Arnold, he called sheriff dispatchers about 9:10 p.m. He then said he wanted to turn himself in. Angela herself was the mother of 7 other children. Now, what's interesting is on the same site I found some comments, and these comments are from people that seem to know him. Just read this, right? I have read every comment that has come before mine, and until you know the truth, you should say nothing. I can care less the motive Philip had to take Angela's life, and pleas for people to not judge him based on his past is ridiculous. This man has a very long history of violence relating back to murder. For the comments about abortion and get a life, Angela never believed in abortion. She has 8 children and was pregnant with her 9th. She wouldn't even get her tubes tied. She would always say the Bible said, "Be fruitful and multiply." She did not deserve this. I have seen her children cry for her. It is heartbreaking. When someone says her name, they stop in their tracks in the hope of seeing their mother. The comment goes on to say, Philip deserved to be locked away a long time ago, back in 1965 when he went to trial for murder, or in 1968 when he was back in court for the same thing, or in 1991 when he went to court for 4 offenses and only received second-degree misdemeanor. So it seems that Philip was destined to take a life, and in 2011 he was sentenced to life in prison. And in both of these cases, if we look at it seriously, I can't help but think, what kind of life is this? Anyway, comment, tell me what you think.